Right, good afternoon everyone. So welcome to our discussion. So this afternoon we will continue our discussion on tourism as a high involvement product. So the decision making in the purchase of tourism products is considered to be high involvement. When we say high involvement product, we are talking about products and services that require careful thought, deeper decision making, and longer time before purchase. So, unlike simple products, so these are everyday products such as snacks or bottled water, tourism products like travel packages, hotel stays, or international trips are considered expensive, complex, and often unrepeatable. So, we can see that a high involvement product have three characteristics. No? So today, we will explore why tourism is high involvement, how marketing plays a role, and how businesses use the marketing mix and integrated marketing communication to attract and satisfy customers. So now, let us break down the three main characteristics that make a tourism products high involvement. So first is expensive products. So for example, a trip can cost more than a monthly salary of a person. So for example, a 4 days and 3 nights trip to Boracay may cost 25,000 per pax or per person. So for a family of 4, that is 100,000. So definitely it is a big financial decision. And because of that, customers will compare. No, they do comparison of products, they do comparison of features of product, they do canvassing, no? They compare airlines, hotels, travel agencies, and promos before finalizing their booking. So that is why tourism product is considered as expensive products. And then next is complex. So when we say complex, it is difficult to purchase. So what makes a tourism product difficult to purchase? So for example, travel packages often include airfare, uh, tours, meals, hotels. So through those products, through those various types of product, customers need to understand what are the inclusions and also the exclusions, and also most especially the jargon terms. So when we say jargon terms, those are terms used by professionals in their field. So in the field of hospitality, we are using jargon terms, no, like triple O, uh, that is out of order. For example, PAX, a la carte, or table d'eau. So those are the terms or the jargon words that makes customer overwhelmed, no, or they don't understand easily. So what they are reading in the brochures, no. So another example, so a Cebu travel package might include snorkeling, whale shark watching, and cultural tour. So without explanation, if dili nimo sa explainan ang nagtanaw sa brochure, it can overwhelm the guest, especially if first timer na siya nga traveler. So that makes the tourism product complex, no? So again, first reason is uh, it is difficult to understand the features of the products because of the use of jargon terms. Second is tourism products is not just a single products. It is a combination of different products. So daghan kang products nga angay tan-awon, daghan kang i-consider nga imong i-compare, no? Wa pay labot ana ang mga features sa product. So that is why it is complex. And then tourism products is considered as has unrepeatable nature. So when we say unrepeatable nature, travel is usually a once in a lifetime purchase or once in a lifetime experience. Nga naman, so for example, mga once in a lifetime nga event like debut. So for example, a debut celebration in hotel function hall or in a hotel ballroom or a honeymoon in a hotel. So these are rare events that can be simply redone if something goes wrong sa service. So that is why ang mga tourist food, they make extra examination of the product, no? Tourists are extra cautious in choosing products, especially tourism products, because of its nature, no? Unrepeatable. Dili na nimo mabalik once mapalpak ka, no? Sa part sa guest, mapalpak sila og book or buy or purchase sa tourism products, and also sa part sa service provider if naa sila'y mabuhat nga sayop in delivering the service. So that is why tourism product is considered as, or it has unrepeatable nature, no? So you you think about of your own family. So how they decide before booking a trip. So do they quickly say yes, or do they take weeks to have a deeper thought, or to research about the products that they are deciding to purchase, no? Okay. Next is we compare tourism products as a high involvement product versus low involvement products. So let us compare. In low involvement products, ang characteristic ninja is uh, it is cheaper or inexpensive, and then simple and familiar. So mao na iyang characteristics. So for example, what are example of these products? Example, soft drinks, street food, or even a bus ticket. So because of those characteristics nga cheap sidya, simple and familiar, customers don't spend much time on thinking, no, nga magunahuna pa sila durot. So they buy instantly. While high involvement products require again a deeper thought, research, and even discussions, no? So for example, if you book international cruise with Caribbean with Royal Caribbean rather, so the cost can reach 150,000 per head. So the decision is never instant because medyo dako gyud siya nga kantidad. So kinahanglan pa na siya og discussion or thorough thinking. So the difference is why tourism marketing must work harder to influence the decision making process of the customer. So medyo challenging yun i-market ning mga products that belongs to high involvement compared to low involvement product. And then tourism marketing defined. So tourism marketing It is a management process where destinations, products, and services are designed, promoted, and distributed to meet the needs and wants of prospective tourists. So we can think the role of marketing in high involvement tourism. So again, marketing is not just about advertising and selling. It is about also creating value, reducing risk, and ensuring satisfaction of our prospective customers or guests. So for tourism products, marketing does this uh, strategy, or they do this. They lead customers to think. So it gives them the reasons why they should book a trip, and then assuring them the quality of the product through testimonials, through online reviews, and guarantees. So kanang guarantees, it could be through a uh, word of mouth, no. So gitawag na siya og radio baktas, no. And then also marketing staff try to lessen the risk. So uh, how do they lessen the risk of uh, uh, decision, how they lessen the risk of having a decision to purchase the product? So in stating a clear refund policies, or trusted brands, what do you call this, they they uh, they offer, or they uh, refer, no, trusted brands. So here example in the Philippines, so for example Cebu Pacific uses promo like piso fare. So ang reason ana, uh, dili lang siya because of they do marketing strategy to attract attention. Is it does not stop there, because they also highlight safety, reliability, and convenience, rather, to make customers trust them. And then sa mga hotels like Okada and Shangri-La, they show luxury experiences, no, through their videos and influencers, to make sure, or to assure guests that the high price they are uh, paying is worth it, no. So remember, the customer doesn't just buy the trip. What they buy the experience and the memories. So again, one of the unique characteristics of tourism product is the reachability, because it does not refer to the physical appearance of the product, but it refers to the memories and experiences, no, that the customers buy. And then we have marketing as a management process. So since the provision and consumption of tourism products and services usually occur simultaneously, the marketing orientation should involve the entire organization. The marketing management process involve the following key processes. So first, uh, marketing information system. So marketing information system, it enables the organization to compile an updated set of information about its customers, competitors, and the organization's capability and effectiveness. So again, pwede na to makita, no, ang mga compilation of personal information sa atong mga customers sa information system, mga software system that we are using sa establishment, sa hotel, sa restaurants, or sa airlines. And then marketing planning. So marketing planning, this involves an analysis of the marketing environment in relation to the potential of one's business. So upon looking those personal information of our customers, we analyze no kung unsay pwede nato buhaton nga marketing strategy nga potential makahatag og dako nga impact no sa business no. And then third is planning tactical campaigns. So upon analyzing those information, the next steps is to ensure that practical and realistic tactical campaigns are conducted in support of comprehensive marketing strategy. So there naa natay gihunahuna unsay mga advertisement campaign or promotional campaign nga atong buhaton no, in line with our marketing strategy nga gihuna-huna no. And then we have the marketing operation. So in this process, so katong atong mga gipang plano nga campaigns, marketing strategy, this is the challenging part of implementing no. So diri ato nang i-implement ang atong mga planned strategic and tactical campaigns. And then after implementing, so let's say for 1 year of implementing our campaigns, our promotional campaigns, ari na punta sa monitoring and control. So this involves the ongoing process of evaluating sales data and financial performance versus marketing activities conducted. So atong tan-awon if ang implementation sa atong marketing strategy hingsaka ba ang atong sales or atong halin sa atong business. If we see nga taas yun ang atong sales, then we can conclude that the marketing strategy or the marketing campaign we implemented is good. However, if we see nga wala ni saka ang sales upon implementation of our marketing strategy, then we do adjustments or changes. So depende na siya no. So those are the different processes of marketing no. Then core marketing functions. So first, marketing information management. So ang marketing information management, gathering information about customers to better serve their needs and improve decision making. So again, through gathering those information, those personal information of our prospective customers, we can think kung unsaon na to pag-serve better sa ilang mga needs and wants no, and to improve our decision making sa atong pangbuhaton sa atong business to improve. And then financing. So financing, planning to ensure that resources are available to maintain and improve the business. So we make sure nga naa jud tay budget allocated for our marketing strategy. Dili gyud pwede o wala. So we make sure that the resources are available no. And then pricing. So pricing ensures that the value and cost of goods and service offered to the customer will be at the level that customers are willing to pay. So we ensure nga ang katong mga nagasto nato atong puhunan sa atong product o sa mga service nga atong gi-offer will be at the level nga ang customer is willing pod mobayad ana nga presyo. Dili pod pwede if mahalon nato og duro atong presyo nga to the point that the customer will not be able to pay or they don't have the ability to pay for the price sa atong products and services. And then next is promotion. So promotion prepares the various promotional strategies that will enable the product to be introduced and sold to the customer. So there we will do different promotional strategies no? Pricing strategy, the different or the different forms of advertising tools. So there we can have our promotion. And then next is the product itself or the service management. So it involves the designing, no, of our product, developing our product, maintaining, improving, and acquiring products and services to meet the needs of our customer. So ari kita magbase, no, sa changes sa atong environment og need ba nato to develop our product more, or need ba nato i-improve pa atong product, or need ba nato mag-create og bag-ong product, no? And then we have the distribution. So ang distribution, it involves bringing the product and services to the customers the best way possible. So ang uban, they let other companies or other establishment to sell their products, meaning they muagi pa sila og middleman or intermediaries. So technique po na sila or strategy po na sila, or imong kaugalingong store gyud, no? direct nimo, or na kay direct website or page where the customer can order your product or can book your product. So that is the different distribution channel. And then next is selling. So selling is the ultimate measure of marketing success. So there are different selling techniques, no? For example, they do personal selling. So ang product na mismo ang moduol sa customers, no? Ilang libod ilang product, or they let other people to sell their product, no, through influencers. So those are the different selling techniques. Again, so those are the core marketing functions. And then next is the marketing mix or the 4 P's, no, in tourism. So according to Kotler, so again, Kotler is an American marketing consultant. Ang marketing kuno facilitates the exchange process and the development of relationship by carefully examining the needs and wants of customers, developing a product or services that satisfy these needs, offering it at a certain price, making it available through a particular place or channel of distribution, and developing a program of promotion to create awareness and interest. So upon seeing this idea of Kotler, let us connect this to his marketing mix, no, in tourism. So again, marketing mix has 4 P's. We have the product, price, promotion, and place. So sa product, so it is the tourism package itself. For example, a 3-day and 2 nights Palawan tour. So that includes the flights, accommodation, hotel, and the activities, no? For example, island hopping. So there we can see the different features of the product, the quality, the branding, and also packaging also, no? And then next is the price. So price is the value that customers pay. So for example, a travel package worth 18,000 per head. So customer weigh this against competitors. So ilan ang i-compare kung unsa pod ang presyo sa ilang competitors nga gi-offer, or unsa pod ang presyo sa different establishment or different business nga gi-offer. So price, diha ang pricing, we have the pricing strategy, and the competitor pricing. So ato gyud pong i-include ang pag-study, no, kung unsay mga pricing sa atong competitors, especially if ang atong i-consider nga competitors is pareha jud anang same products, same feature of the products good ang ilang gi-offer, the same sa atong products. That is our we can say that is our direct competitor gyud, no? Other than competitors na medyo layo-layo na pod sa ilang gibaligya nga products ang ug atong i-compare ang atong product sa ilang product. And then we have the place, no, or the distribution. So sa place is how the product reaches customers. So for example, ang atong product is sold via travel agencies, no, websites like Traveloka, like Agoda or Clock, or in airline portals. So diha makita nato ang different distribution channel, no, different location, different geographic coverage, no? So kana siya, it does not only refer to online, no, napoy place, for example katong mga physical stores. So apel po na siya sa place or sa distribution channel sa usa ka establishment or sa usa ka business. And then next is promotion. So this is how people know about the product. So that is why we do advertising, we do promotional channeling and PR, no? Personal relation. So for example, people are doing TikTok travel vlogs. So pwede na siya that will serve as a promotion also, or Facebook advertising, Facebook ads, or influencer marketing. So mubayad ta og celebrity or mga influencer, no, to market or to sell our product, no? So kamo, you think of your own dream destination. So how do the 4 P's apply to that trip? Next, we have the integrated marketing communication approach. So the IMC, or the integrated marketing approach, it is the process of using all forms of promotion, no, to achieve maximum communication impact while maintaining a consistent image of the products and services. So we can see in the past, advertisement or advertising were only on television, radio, or sa newspaper. But today, ang IMC, or ang Integrated Marketing Communications, combines all forms of promotion to send one consistent message. So that is why IMC is important. It's because customers now skip TV advertisement, no, with a remote. They spend more time online, no, sa ilang cellphone, and then they read reviews, they watch YouTube videos, they watch Facebook videos, advertisement before the decision of booking is made. So for example, Airbnb uses IMC. So they combine social media ads, influencer stories, YouTube tutorials how to book, and email campaigns to create one clear message na they belong anywhere. Bisag asa ka mo adto, they say that we can reach people, no, bisan asa sila mutambay. Mutambay ba sila sa usa ka area na ay billboard nga makita, no? Mutambay sila sa online na ay mga ads nga makita, no? So here in the Philippines, Trivago, Traveloka, Booking.com, Agoda, they use app notifications, no, Facebook ads, and influencer partnership to reinforce trust. So with IMC, businesses can maximize their budget and create a stronger communication or connection with customers. Okay? So to summarize, tourism products again are high involvement because they are expensive, again complex, and often unrepeatable. And then Because of this, customers spend time comparing, analyzing, and discussing before making decision. And then marketing plays a critical role in building the trust, no, reducing risk, and ensuring the satisfaction of our customers. Then marketing makes an